Welcome to MMA Dogs. My name is Hector, and as always, I want to thank you for tuning in. Very special thank you to all of our clients, and let's go ahead and dive right into UFC Fight Night 81. We have the bantamweight title, and this is going to be a very, very, very interesting matchup. Stylistically, I don't think it gets much better than this. I mean, here we have Dominick Cruz and Eric Del Fierro versus TJ Dillashaw and Dwayne Bang Ludwig. And man, that is going to be a fantastic matchup. I really look forward to it, and I think it's one of these fights that really should be more in the spotlight. But hey, I'm not complaining. This is Fox Sports 1. Free. You don't have to worry about ordering the pay-per-view or anything, or it's just going to be a nice, excellent free fight. And I could talk about this matchup forever, but in a nutshell, the strengths for Cruz here are mentally. Mentally, he is super strong. I mean, probably one of the most mentally strong fighters in the UFC, and he's been through a lot. I mean, I know that most people don't know what it's like to suffer the injuries he suffered through, persevere, and just be so dedicated that he's going to be back in the octagon. So that's why I cannot bet on TJ Dillashaw. I do think TJ Dillashaw should win the fight, but I'm not going to bet against a guy like Dominick Cruz. So it's a do not bet for me, but I have TJ Dillashaw winning the fight. And the reason I think TJ Dillashaw can win the fight is because he's younger, he's fresher, he's definitely more powerful in the octagon, he's stronger. And I think he can match him. I think he can match Cruz in every area. And TJ, like I said, has some advantages. So I can't bet against Cruz, but I definitely think that not definitely. It's like I said, it's not a bet. So ultimately, it really doesn't matter. I mean, we can sit here and talk all day about fights and who's going to win, who's going to that, but unless you back it, it's really just a waste of time. So it's a do not bet. TJ Dillashaw by decision. Eddie Alvarez versus Anthony Pettis. Wow. This one I'm really concerned for. I'm really concerned about this fight because I think that Eddie Alvarez is going to show up in shape, ready to fight, and he's going to be the best Eddie Alvarez we have seen in the UFC. So overall, like I said, I think he will be more prepared than he's ever been. And we know his game. He's got wrestling. He's got a decent enough chin to survive, although his striking defense really lacks. And with Anthony Pettis, we've got this striker who just finds a way to finish fights. And even on his back when he gets taken down, I know he's moved over to, not moved, but I know he's cross-training with Izzy in Chicago. So that'll be very, very good for his game. I do expect Anthony Pettis to win this fight. I almost put him as a pick and a bet, but almost put him as a bet, I should say. He's definitely in my pick. I do think Anthony Pettis can win this fight, but I can't count out a guy like Eddie Alvarez. These are the top 10 guys in the lightweight division, and on any given Sunday, in this case, they can show up. So it's a do not bet for me, but I do think Anthony Pettis has the ability to finish the fight on the feet, on the ground, and also by decision. But so Anthony Pettis will be my pick by decision, but do not bet. Travis Browne versus Matt Mitrione. This one, I really see an opportunity for us here. I see the under 1.5 minus 180 having value. I was expecting that line to be around 3-1, but it's only minus 180. I think Travis Browne will go in there just really, really upset, really ready to just put his stamp on this whole Glendale Fight Club, Ronda Rousey, Travis Browne whole thing that the media has been blowing out of proportion. So I think he's going to be eager beaver, and he's going to either get caught or catch Mitrione. So I definitely see this fight. Definitely see this fight ending in the first round, if not early in the second round. But Travis Browne is my pick. by first round knockout. But that's not really the what I'm interested in. I'm interested in the under 1.5 at minus 180 only, and you can find that everywhere. So I love that bet. I really do, and that's the bet for that fight. Pearson versus Trinaldo. It could go either way, honestly, and I guess there's a little value on Trinaldo, but ultimately it's a do not bet. Um, I'm not interested in betting that fight at all. Maybe if you want to watch it live and get a feel for it, but do not bet. Patrick Cote versus Ben Saunders. I got Cote in this one for Saunders. I had hopes for him, especially was training with Eddie Bravo. But man, watching him in the octagon, I just can't help but think this guy is literally one fight away from being cut. And with Cote, he always surprises me. Cote always surprises me. So my pick is Cote by decision, and he's also going to be my bet. Mehdi Baghdad versus Chris Wade. I got Chris Wade in this one. I think Chris Wade has every way to win this fight. Baghdad, taking this fight on short notice, that is a tough thing to do, especially against a killer like Chris Wade. So I got Chris Wade. He'll be my pick. He'll be my bet. Tim Boge and Wade, like I said, beats him anywhere he wants. So it's one of those things where you don't want to get caught speeding. You don't want to count out too many opponents. But I think Wade wins this fight. Boge versus Herman. It's another one that's really a pick 'em for me. It's a toss-up, maybe a slight edge towards Boge, but there's value on Ed Herman, no doubt about it. And at plus 185, I'm more interested in picking winners, not really on just value. But I do think Ed Herman can win. I do think there's value on it, so I'm going to bet that. I'm going to pick that. Ed Herman is a pick. Ed Herman is a bet. Maximo Blanco versus Saunders. Interesting fight. Interesting. It's a do not bet for sure. I lean towards Blanco, so Blanco's going to be my pick. Cruikshank versus Felder. I like Felder here. I really do. Cruikshank, yeah, I don't trust that guy at all. And Felder, he's fought some really good fighters, and I think it's a good opportunity for Felder to get a win. And I think Cruikshank here is going to be, with Felder, he's such a tough guy, and Cruikshank is the complete opposite. Felder's got such heart. Cruikshank is the complete opposite. It's going to be a stand-up fight, so I think that this will make the fight more competitive than the line really says, but ultimately, in the end, I think Felder will get his hand raised and find a way to win. Alyra Latifi versus Sean O'Connell. Do not bet. God, who knows with these two. Latifi should win the fight. He should. I'm not sold on O'Connell. Plus 250, that's tempting, but I think O'Connell will get finished. Latifi for the win there. Kyle Bochniak versus Charles Rosa. I like Rosa a lot here. I'm very impressed with Charles Rosa, and I definitely will be picking him, and definitely will be betting him. Just writing some notes here for myself. Rob Font versus Joey Gomez. Another interesting matchup here, and the fight is closer than the line indicates, so I'm going to go with Joey Gomez for the upset. And I like the value. I like the bet there. Plus 180. Could even climb a little bit higher. I don't see it reaching 2-1, but you never know. But Gomez for the win and the pick. And Francimir Barroso versus Elvis the King. I got to go with Elvis here. Do not bet. So for the MMA dog bets, we have no 5 stars, no 4 stars. We have 3 stars, a bunch. Travis Browne versus Matt Mitrione under 1.5 at minus 180. Chris Wade at minus 367. Charles Rosa at minus 245. Paul Felder at minus 255. Patrick Cote at plus 100. Ed Herman at plus 185. And Joey Gomez at plus 180. You can find those all at bookmaker.eu at noon. And even now, they still stand there at that same price. So not much line movement. And then for the bets, 1 unit equals 1% of the bankroll. The first bet is a round robin of 2s, 6 parlays at a unit each. So a total bet is 6 units to win 5.86. I got Browne Mitrione under. It's minus 180. Chris Wade, minus 367. Charles Rosa, minus 245. And Paul Felder at minus 255. So 6 units, total bet to win 5.86. So each bet is only a unit. So it's very conservative, very safe. Second bet, Patrick Cote plus 100. risking a unit and a half to win a unit and a half, so 1.5 units to win 1.5 units. Third bet, Ed Herman, or third selection, I should say, Ed Herman at plus 185, 1.50 units to win 2.78. And the fourth, our final selection, is Joey Gomez at plus 180, 1.5 units to win 2.70. So grand total is risking 10.5 units to win 12.84 units. The return on investment is 122%. So that does it for me. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope we all cash our winning picks, our winning bets. If you're interested, check out the website. You'll find all the stats, all the numbers. We're coming off a huge year, and I plan on matching, if not beating last year. 2016 will be a great year for us. I have no doubt about that, and hopefully you guys get on board. And for you guys that are on board, as always, like I said, thank you guys, and I hope you guys all have a great weekend and a great week.